And we're live. So, good afternoon, everybody. My name is Amy. I'm a fan game developer for Shamey Architect / Freedom Planet Academy. Architect being the editor component of the game, which we'll be using to make the campaign component Academy. So I'm streaming more progress on that today. Oh, where are you, desk pens? Keep OBS over here. And today I'll be streaming the final part of the stage. Like, each part of the stage is split into different map files. We've got, like, it's going to be about 5 maps, like, mostly because I wanted the to also present like 2 different backgrounds for the stage, particularly the Taishan Cave. So like we go through the Taishan Peaks like through the daytime, then it turns to sunset, then it goes into the cave, then things get spooky, you see the big scary dragon. So that's going to be interesting. Or at least I hope that will be fun. Oh yeah, that's right. Let's shrink the window here a little bit. So I can see the chat window and everything. Oh, there you are, Arca. Would you believe it? I started on time this time. I think I'm starting to get my literal act together, the streaming thing. I'm starting to. I don't ever see myself being an entertainer type, but at least as far as like, streaming consistently for an audience and, presenting game development laid bare, the process of it, I mean. Hopefully I can offer something to people even while not being a loud, confident entity like some people can be. All right, so yeah, as you probably remember the last stream, like this map was being worked on, we were just halfway finished with it. Like I think I may have even stopped at this point during the stream, and now we've got like much more scenery, gimmicks, and other things going on. So what I need to do now is like finish up the last section so that we can work on map 4, like the final section of the stage, and also do like a gyms and pedal pass for this area. It's definitely not going to feel like a Freedom Planet level if you don't have a Donkey Kong Country style trail of gyms to follow. Like, it's very important. And yes, and I do wish I could have made more progress on it this week. Just, real life just had to pull me around with 3 different things at once. What can you do? So hopefully just get my momentum back. Like ideally with this project, I want to have like 1 finished stage per month, and I think with as many assets as we have done at this point, that could be a realistic possibility. Even if we like need to make a new enemy and a new tile set as we go, just as long as I can keep a good weekly cadence. And it's alright if this is an inconvenient hour for some people to watch. I do expect this is when a lot of people get home, they want to watch their favorite streamers being entertaining, so I don't expect to compete for that attention. You want to watch video games being played by really cool people. Like, this is like prime time for that, I guess. It's just like for anybody who would just like to watch game development content around this time. Like, I happen to be over here in this corner. And Also, yes, let's get some inspiring music up and running, because that's how I make stages. I listen to music that I think has a good rhythm. Like, that just gets me in the flow state. It's just it's hard to describe something so abstract in the mind. Words always just feel like a very subjective, limited perspective to describe the brain gremlins that make us function. It's almost like those gremlins are in a quantum state. You observe them in one direction, they look different the next. So we'll go with probably some Mario music today. Quantum gremlins. I'm sure plural people probably know exactly what that is. Oh, yeah, that's right. I think I know the perfect one from this album to start with. This is one of my favorite Overclocked remix albums. I love Super Mario RPG. It was a great game. Where is the track I'm looking for, though? Oh, you think I would have already had this unlocked before the stream. I was almost prepared. I should have been. Oh, there's the name of it. So let's go to the bottom. Here we go. Like, I'll just start the album normally after this one. I just really love this particular track. You'll see why. Now, this part of the stage, I want to do like an epic drop all the way to the bottom before entering the cave section. So I feel like Freedom Planet's gameplay is at its best when you have like all those roller coaster drops. That's when things get really fun. Like, these vertical climbs can be nice too, but that's not where Freedom Planet's gameplay shines, so I try to keep this on the lighter side of things. I try. That's not how I end up picking levels anyway. Sonic Brain is real. Oh. Yeah, this is great, isn't it? Now, let's I do feel like I was inadequate at like describing my creative process as I went along the stage design. Last time I just let music carry the show too much. Like people mainly watch, you know, to understand the executive decision making that leads to all things that you create. Like they're not just there to simply watch things being done and coming to their own conclusions about it, because like unless you really know the craft, you can't really come to your own conclusions by watching someone else do a thing. Not all the time, anyway. I see. More that a craft is a mystery to you, the less you'll understand what's going on, I think. So, it's very important to go over the process as I do it too. Wait, that's right, I can, after this point, inside the temple, I wanted to reduce the camera to 100% again. Oops. Now. Around that. So yeah, like the start of this area, it's like, as soon as you get on this thing, it goes to 50%. Just so you have enough visibility to go on. Because I feel like, you know, with vertical sections that the extra visibility does help. And then once you get to this point, it makes sense to reset the camera. Because, I want the bottom section to feel very fast, and I don't think I could achieve that effect like with it zoomed out. Because one thing you do lose when zooming out the camera is your sense of speed, I think. Like, you just feel like the characters are going slower. Because there's like fewer pixels or something that are being iterated through per frame. So it's like, so I feel it's important to, like, when you want to go fast, but like, and visibility isn't a problem, like, yeah, just put it back to 100%, let people feel the rush of going down, things like that. That's right, so it's gonna restart the album. There we go. I'm pretty sure my album list just pretty much describes me as a platformer junkie. Oh, perfect. Okay, we've got a barrier here. Then let's go to the advanced section for a camera boundary lock. Or do I? I think I would, just because like I could reduce how many tiles are on the screen at once by limiting the camera. I do need to clean up the transition between like one camera direction and another though. Like, it's still not ideal, I would say. Keep this in line with the normal camera boundary. Oh wait, that's right. I wanted this particular effect, so... Probably want it so. Let's see if the boundary I selected isn't too small for the zoom out effect we want. Oh yeah, almost is. It is just within the margin. I see more dancing gremlins. How smooth is this transition? Okay, not as bad as I thought it would be. Still have some collision shenanigans to work out. Okay, then we can have our drop here, but we need to extend the terrain so the player has enough time to react to both camera shrinking and leaving the boundary box. Be a total gremlin and also use the lost camera boundaries for the next section. Because this is a multi-map stage, so we can do things like this. just be little rascals with the tools available to us. I've never tested the game. Potentially doing this though, this should be okay. It's like a normal transition. Okay, and then beyond this point, you'd want to like have the stage scroll into the map 4. Alright, so that means I can delete this, maybe? Let's see if that looks correct. Yeah, no gaps. Oh, okay, we do need this here. Or do we? There. Let's just let's do a little optimization around all the things you shouldn't be able to see anyway. This improves load times for stages. You'd be surprised how much these things can add up. Now, thus far I haven't needed to worry about optimizing my tile usage, but I feel like once we do the gems pass, like, yeah, it's probably going to be pretty bulky. We don't have any real NPCs for this stage, so that does help with the file size a bit too, even though loading NPCs is a separate process. Like, it has to be because of like the way GameMaker works now. In the past, you could like, you know, say you wanted to like spawn 60 objects in one frame. You can still do that, but what if you wanted to modify like their depth value and add variables and stuff to them during that while loop? You can't really do that anymore within one frame. You just the way the fan game handles this now. It's like the NPCs are a separate loading process that starts after the stage is loaded, and then one frame at a time we get like an NPC being loaded in. Now usually if your map has like less than 60 NPCs, like it's going to be pretty instantaneous, like literally 1 second. Most people won't even notice. But it would cause issues like if you had hundreds of them in a very complex map. There are no hard limits on NPCs anymore. But yeah, that's the limitation I face with like spawning objects that need to have like custom parameters forced onto them when they're loaded in. So it's a little annoying, but I found a way. I'm sure there's probably an extension for this, but I try to avoid those with GameMaker projects at least. Like, you can always overdo it with extensions, and it makes your game's compatibility with a wider range of hardware more difficult, I think. How to make this fall fun? I think some pickups would be in order. Also, maybe like some stopping points here and there. Although I am reminded of Donkey Kong Country 3's little dropping sections where you just like, you're zigzagging left and right while collecting bananas. And Donkey Kong Country 2 had one example of that as well, and I think yeah, both of those games had one example of that happening. It'd be kind of nice to have a little callback to that. Just a nice fun draw. Going Wii all the way down. Avales's terminal velocity must not be particularly high, so we can ask the girls to do that. At least I think so. course, this is just speculation on my part. I'm a fan game developer. I don't know anything about official lore, if there is any, on the matter of Apophis, as size, atmospheric density, density and strength of the core, you know, etc., etc. Just, I will never pretend to understand any of that. My best guess is Apophis is probably just a furry mirror to Earth. It's just the easiest thing to do when it comes to, like, a grounded sci-fi setting. Like, even Star Trek doesn't get too exotic when it comes to, like, planets with humanoids on them. Star Trek Voyager even had an episode where there was, like, chihuahuas on an alien planet. It was just so funny. Well, the dangers of needing to have a weekly planet to visit, like, it just, that's just too much world building. I think. Yeah, I did kind of want to have an elaborate drop-down section with this gimmick. Where is it? Yeah, just have, like, the hammers, like, all arranged in a way where you're just consecutively falling onto each one. But I just, I couldn't get it to work, and it doesn't feel particularly fast in Freedom Planet either. And I feel like most people would rather just have the option to go down as fast as they want. Sometimes less is more. Like, it's good to have some compelling gimmicks and to make full use of them and to mix and match them once you feel like the player understands how to utilize them all together. But also, like, you can make a stage too stressful to navigate, as I learned the hard way with the original versions of Dragon Road, which was originally called Bowser, I think. Nobody could pronounce it, so we had to go with something a little more familiar. Which is okay, because I feel like a Freedom Planet game that starts off with any stage name that isn't Dragon, that doesn't have Dragon in it, like, it feels weird. You know, just, it's good to reinforce the feeling that you are beyond the borders of, you know, the original game map. You're exploring new territory, but you gotta have, like, some kind of familiarity to cling on to, even with a fan game. Undertale Yellow does a wonderful job of this, I think, in particular. It just kind of starts you off showing you the ropes of a normal Undertale game before it throws you into its all new areas of its setting. Which I think is it's a great way to acclimate people to the game. Shows you how faithfully they can stick to the source material, even right up front. These are always tricky to set up, because you know, with games that have, like, analog movement, it's kind of difficult to have, like, lots of precise item pickup stuff like this. Yeah, it would be more fun if, like, this was, like, a predictable path you could go down. It would be more natural if it was, like, gradually moving like this, yeah. So. Trick is making a path that can be followed, for the most part. Maybe the density of items isn't helping. It would be nice to put like some floating gem crystals here, but like most people are not going to see these coming in time to react properly, so should be more fair to like clusters of crystals you can collect instead. I didn't like that pattern for some reason. Some people do like to hug the like the sides of stages too, so it's good to report that as well. Because if you played enough platformers, you were probably doing that. In sections like this. Oh, that's right. And before I forget, like there isn't like a pressure point at this point of the stage. Like there should be an enemy here. I just needed to deliberate with myself like which one I would prefer being there. I'll probably just put the shock puppet because like putting an enemy that can shoot at you like in this position where you're like trying to get up here. And some players are not going to know all the movement tech of playable characters they're playing as. So they'll probably need to like use the spring hang bar to get up here. So putting an enemy that could shoot or punch them at the edge would be pretty frustrating. Like it's good to have like, you know, a sense of friction in terms of challenge with video games, but you can always present too much. You can use too much sandpaper, I think. Especially with platformers. So... Also, it's just nice to have things to hit on your way up, you know? It's fun to hit things. So, I need to get rid of the wasp nest, though, because there's, like, too much pressure here. Like, it's bad enough to have one enemy here and one there. Can be somewhat problematic. You're running through a stage, people don't like having too many enemies to deal with in one section. But I did put two relatively harmless ones here. Like, you can defeat, like, you know, the Turritus in just like 1 or 2 hits. Easy. And I also recently fixed him so he can't attack you while he's not within range of the camera. Like, see, now that we're looking up, he can shoot. But now that we're not within the range of the camera, he can't do anything. No unfair off-screen attacks. That's how I like to do things anyway. Am I doing this right? Sometimes it's hard to get the curve of like item placements like this correct. Like, I think Super Mario Maker has like a very nice trail to follow. Like, you can have a ghost trail that can log like maybe every 10 frames of Mario's movement. Oh, sorry. Every 10 frames or so of Mario's movement will be logged as like a ghost. So it's like a trail of Mario's showing you like the exact arc of a jump and other things like that. So that you like, I think that's particularly helpful for like placing like coins on a particular suggested path. And that's generally what you use gems for in Freedom Planet, just as much as like bananas and Donkey Kong. Like, if you see a trail of gems or bananas, that's a path you probably want to take. You can still like carve your own path up, of course. It's just like just recommended tricks and things that the developers know would be fun. Like, hey, here's a fun way to navigate this area. Follow this trail. And occasionally Mario does have coin trails, not very much. Mario generally prefers to have like groups of coins that you can jump up and collect, especially on like flat sections of terrain. That way you have some reason to enjoy the y-axis of the gameplay. Because if you're just simply running to the right, it gets a little boring. So when you have like a long stretch, it's just like a breather section of the stage, you can have like some coins in the air that you can just jump up and reach for while you're going through the straight section. Often without even changing your direction, you're just like at least jumping and expertly grabbing like a whole group of coins without slowing down. That adds to the fun. Lots of little ways the developers encourage you to pick things up. Like, I kind of look at pickups not even as like a, not even necessarily as, just a fun piece of currency for the player to have. It's also, it's a guiding tool, more or less, like the cookie crumb trail to follow. Like the, ooh, the piece of candy meme, but it's, it's like collectibles in a video game. People like picking up shiny things. It's fun. You can use shiny things to guide people around. And in Freedom Planet 2, they double down on that idea, like even using those collectibles as just giving you more excuses to use your combat moves in between sections of gameplay with their enemies. So like if there's a running section, it's just pure platforming, no enemies, they can still put like these floating crystal gems everywhere, so that you still have a reason to hit things. Hollow Knight, I think, was particularly good about giving you things to hit. Like little stimulating toys, more or less. Like you're grabbing a stress ball or something, but you're breaking a lamppost as you run around. I think it was pretty clever. Like, it felt more fun to break things in Hollow Knight than it should have. And it had any right to be. But I think that was the idea. Okay, that's one potential path. Now I need to mirror the this to do this in reverse. That's one thing I loved about this particular type of banana trail in Donkey Kong Country 2, is just like it feels so good to go left and right. You're collecting all these bananas. Our little monkey brains love collecting bananas. The developers know that. Okay. Oh, whoops. Didn't swallow my life into it. Now, why don't I utilize that one tool I keep forgetting about? Test mode. Spawn. Now that this thing is properly bug fixed, we can use it, so why not? So each time I need to test this particular stage, this part of the stage, I just hit play. Lilac's already up there. Don't even need to think about it. We even have a little lilac over here, so we can always pick it up again. So, I'm gonna need to crank up my little desk fan over here. The AMD chip is getting hot for some reason, so this will help a little bit. I did turn off like Psycho analytic tuning for the NVIDIA encoder, so that streaming wouldn't be so hard on my my laptop. But which does reduce the quality of the encoded video, but like it's just better for performance. I'm pretty sure I mispronounced that whole terminology. It just I'm still new to OBS, but that was one thing I figured out that was like really bogging down my performance. Like, this is a good laptop, but I don't want to ever push it too hard. Oh, hello there. Well, I'm doing alright. Just working on video games. Making fun little trails of gems to pick up. How are you? Okay. Let's do this. It's pretty hard to nail down. And yes, like, you can ask things. Like, that's kind of the point of streams, really, is getting an opportunity to interact with the streamer. So yeah, just like, if I were to discourage questions, why should anybody watch anything but the VOD on YouTube, really? So yes. What kind of artwork? It's a question I'd be asking in exchange. Oh yes, the character's vertical speed is picking up, so at this point, so I'd have to change how the gem trail is working. Tweak their positions a little bit more. That's not specific enough in this case, at least, because, you know, video game art, at least most 2D video games, they use like pixel art, and that's a very different medium compared to like you know, like digital art. Like, some people really struggle with it even. It's like, you know, it's just art like any other medium, but it does have all of its own rules, and that throws people off. Well, you can also share your art with the Shenmue Architect community. So if you're already on the server, you could like ping me with an artisan channel with your arts. And I should have a link to the Discord on the Shenmue Architect website. So it should be Shenmue Architect at neocities.com. So got links to Discord and a lot of other things there. Oh, hello, Leaf. I see some cute little dancing baby dinosaurs. I think Freedom Planet's analog movement makes this a little more tricky than in Donkey Kong. A lot of baby dinosaurs. So, again, almost there. That's a little more tricky to set this up than yeah, because like, you know, I think in games like Donkey Kong, like there is like some momentum in terms of like moving left and right, and there is, but I think that terminal velocity for jumping is lower than Freedom Planet, so like I'm having to like really adjust the position of all the gems on the lower end of the gem trail. It's like the speed keeps increasing and it doesn't stop. Until you're like at least 16 pixels per frame. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to figure out how to work out Leaf is you know, getting them all close enough that you can follow the trail without overshooting them. Among other things, it's proving a little tricky. Let's try like consistent grid positions at least. See if that helps. Even with a slot curve, it's a little tricky because of the movement system in place. See if that helps. Oh yeah, that's much better. Yeah, I don't know why I wasn't thinking of putting them closer together. I was just like thinking like, oh, if I just put them far down enough, like the player will hit them eventually. So. There we go. Now at least on like a player's like first or second attempt, they can at least follow the trail. Maybe have some fun with it. And yes, today I have the a Super Mario RPG album playing, Overclocked Remix. Next time, for the next stream, let's start up the Super Metroid album. That's still a good one. But there is also the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle album they put out that... Oh yeah, that would be pretty hype. Yeah, after this album hits the end, I'll probably change over to the Shell Shocked album they produced. It's really good. There we go. That has some really hyped music, so it's pretty good for producing fast-paced stages. Oh. Guess we could just go ahead and switch to it. Just for fun. For anybody who thinks the turtles are mid, I present to you my counter-argument. Well, the newer game is pretty much calls back to all these older ones. That's probably why it feels familiar. More dancing Duskies. Oh yeah, I think it was on sale recently, the new Turtle game. Oh, hello Korea. Good to see you. There's our voice actors for Carrie and Chiasa in the chat. What prompts the oh no? Oh, it's okay. The game goes on sale pretty regularly, so it probably won't be long. There's also the Cowabunga collection, like all of the original games. Now, I'll replace Chiasa's lines eventually, it's just I'm extremely burnt out on character code. Like, you know, having 6 playable characters with largely unique movesets is it got to be a bit much on me. After all, I really wanted to make levels and stage content instead of like constantly iterating on top of the playable characters. Like, yeah, so I will replace them eventually because I also do need to like update Chiasa's sprite sheet. Because Pixie did some touch-ups. It's like, yeah, this is going to be a lot better. And also has an alt palette for her. That should be nice. But again, just I'm just so worried about finishing the game, and the overall reaction Chiasa was kind of on the mild side, so hopefully like when the game is finished and more people want to play finished fan games, like maybe there will be some Chiasa fans coming out of the wild wanting all this stuff, but for now it's just like everybody was pissed it wasn't Torg. Everybody's pissed. Like, I get it. Like, he is such a frequent request for this fan game. And I reveal that there's going to be a new playable character, it's just another Carol clone. Aw. And move on, indeed. I don't know what to say. Just, I mean, I would love to have Torg in the fan game. It's just like he comes with a level of complexity of its own. Yeah, I remember that too, but the following for the fan game isn't that big, so it's not like I got beat in the quote the quote tweets, like, as they say. At the time I thought it was so funny that I joked about wanting to put a cat character with Torg's gameplay in the game just to be funny, but now I kind of look back on that like, no, that's... In most cases you really don't want to react to people's criticism with a screenshot and laugh. You generally don't. Just, it's not very professional. And then sometimes, like masks over legitimate criticism that you might be missing, just because you see an opportunity to point and laugh like Nelson from The Simpsons. Just that's just this game development stuff is a learning process, I would say. We don't have toys inside temples, that would be crazy. Ooh. Well, that looks good. Move this over here. See. So I'm just gonna see if Discord is minimized. Okay. Then it's like I'm seeing some frame pacing issues. Yeah, this is the inside section. It's not showing it because, like, that requires the background changer gimmick. Oh, whoops, I forgot I'm still testing with this thing, so... Let's just pull it up and change your test mode. So yeah, this is what it's supposed to look like on the inside. I still need to make a background variant for this particular thing. Because it would be pretty cheap to reuse this background from the Academy for these temples. Okay, I might need to have something to grab the player here then. Given what I just saw. And yeah, at least at this point in the canon, like, Torque is supposed to be off on his own. Still chasing after Brevin. As far as we understand, anyway. Like, we really don't know what he's up to. Not with exactness, anyway. Also, this is like one of my favorite tracks from the album. It's so unapologetically 80s and it's great. Let's see how this looks. Oh yeah, our problem is we don't have anything over here to catch the player. There we go. Then one of these to reward players. Maybe. Or at least give them something to hit. Because, you know, in a game with as much combat as Freedom Planet, you really want to have things to hit. I think this is where I'm going to put down the camera, wherever that is. Here we go. Get dirt. There we have it. Okay, and that's the layout for this temple complete. I mean, for map 3. Now we can do our gems pass of the whole thing. Oh yes, people love to hit things. Oh, hello there. It's been a while since I've seen that username. Okay, now we can just do the gems pass for the stage and I mean, for this particular map. Then we can move on to the final part of the stage. Ooh, inside Taishan Caves. So, Oh. Yeah, that's right. I just remembered, like, over here for the Runaway NPC, I had Mila set, like, I want a catchphrase too, but I just remembered she does have a catchphrase. Super dog. There we go. Just kind of, this is the opportunity to put all of their catchphrases to use in an in-game setting. Oh no, that's right, I forgot. I hadn't finished this area either. This is one of the alt paths. think what I might do instead is like wait to use the collapsing floors for a mat floor. Just kind of do more rail grinding to go down here and merge onto the path. That'd probably be more appropriate. Then we can do our Gem's Pass. Yeah, just leave a whole bunch of unfinished paths laying around. Oh, whoops. That's right, we have other ceilings to consider. Let's pull out some... Yeah, if you want like the background layers of the stage, I could give those to you. Like I've got the project files. Yeah, let's have this. Pizza time never gets old. This is where I would benefit from having smaller pieces, but I didn't make them. Oh wait, we do have those on the mountainside. Well, if I could make it look nice anyway. I don't think I can. Yeah, no. Yeah, it would have been smart to have some smaller versions of the rails. Have this down here. Let's see how that works. The collision system. Oh, nope, that's a little awkward. This here. Yeah, my spring system's a little clunky. I'll figure out how to do this. Okay, not there. Closer. Not connecting properly. There we go. Now I just need to bury it into the train a little more cleanly. There we go. There we go. But we gotta have explosions going on somehow while going down, don't we? Oh yeah, and also, like, for the people who just like having alternate options, have this just laying there. Oh, whoops. That'd be smarter to have it like this. Yep. I did want to have like a second story balcony to enter the temple, but... Well, maybe I could still have it, but... I think people would appreciate their time investment on this path being rewarded with a shortcut to the temple. We can still do that. Well, the thing about Freedom Planet is it's like, what is a Carol or Mila path? Like, all three girls can basically go wherever they want in their own weird ways, so it's like, everybody can go into each other's paths. All of them can be played at such a high level. It's pretty crazy. Oh, wrong tile set. So. Alright, so let's go down again. Whoops. There we go. Okay, so I need it to line up with this balcony somehow. People appreciate force pitching. Let's see. Yeah, I'm trying to reduce my tile count at this point. Sadly, we're already at the upper limit of what would be potato friendly for loading stages. I got to be careful how many shading tiles I use. The auto tiling brush is going to be a fun thing when I do finally implement it. Streamline all this stuff. It would be a much more pleasant experience for everyone. That so Place all these. Like that should line up with these. Then now I need to make these match up. Which means I'll need to raise up the whole setup. Her Jazz Jackrabbit in a while. So it needs to match up like that. Whoops. Yeah. Where are you? Okay. Now this lines up. Have the background change. Probably at the same point. Definitely gonna need some extra tiles up here. Since our Discord messages are piling up, but I'm in desktop mode. Looking would be a very bad idea right now. So. Yeah, it's a shame I've not really seen anything of Jazz Jackrabbit, but I guess like the modding scene is so active, they probably don't feel like they need a fan game that rebuilds the gameplay from scratch. Maybe? Not really sure. There we go. When you're running fast, you gotta have like some scenery to go past, otherwise it doesn't feel as cool. Nobody likes running past a whole lot of nothing, in my experience. Hmm. Still wild to me what all people can do with the Doom engine on its own. I've even seen some dedicated Halo fans using like Halo Infinite to create their own Mario Brothers clone within Forge. Like you could basically make games within games on that thing. It's crazy. Shouldn't be too tight. Gonna need some details here. Oh, whoops. Now, it's pretty wild to see people's dedication to porting things. Like somebody even managed to port Super Mario 64 complete with the model in Minecraft. I'm like, just how? That's insane. Just completely re-implemented his gameplay inside of Minecraft's Java edition. It's just wild. Never doubt the dedication of people. They always find a way. Surely there's a place for this. There. Yeah, this will do. Oh, whoops. Some more perspective transition. A little bit. Oh, there's an idea. I think so too. Try to make them fun. Yeah, now people who take the upper path will be rewarded for doing so. They can skip part of the lower half of the temple. Oh yeah, those wooden beams help perfectly block the transition between the two background layers. Definitely want to save that. There we go. So we have all this over here. I'll just leave these things for people to have fun with. Okay, now we can do our items pass, I think. Just gonna decorate these rocks first. I like the player to feel like they're cutting it close. I think Torque's gameplay would be very well suited to, to the Doom engine. It'd be pretty funny to see, really. We have Sonic in Doom, why not? I mean, that was something SS and Tails did, or SNN. Maybe I forgot. Like, he did that before starting work on Sonic Rebel Blast 2. Like, they were originally going to make it a 2D video game, but then, like, you know, he was drawing from his experience of working with working with the Doom engine for his Sonic mod, so we decided to try doing that instead of a 2D game. Okay. Also just put this here to be a little spicy. Like, these might be too close, but like, discouraging people from jumping can be a little claustrophobic. Maybe if they're going sufficiently fast, it would be an issue. Try this. Yeah, there we go. Now, because of this change, we'll need like a little stopper so players don't run off the edge. So let's have a look at our options here. That should do it. Well, that might be a little too easy for this point in the game. Like, I think one thing that Sonic fans make very clear is they did not appreciate Sonic CD's level design. And a lot of those springs were only placed there because, like, you needed to have those spring traps to, like, go back in time. Like, they're very helpful. You just jump in a spring trap and keep going fast until you go back. But for people who just want to go from left to right and go fast in Sonic, no, like that stage design is kind of goes against people's instincts when it comes to that. There we go. Or some things to hit on the way down. And we could also have a little bat to attract the attention of. Just one, because too many of those do get annoying. I guess I can see that with this little stalker. I do like spirals. Okay, we got things to hit. Gotta have that. Check. And we're not conflicting with the position of the talent mask switchers. That's good. Okay, now let's get busy with the gym pass. This is gonna be a big map. So, let's go to the maps folder and just make a little backup. Yeah, we're already way past the limit. Just delete the old copy. Paste the new one. Go. Gotta incentivize people to these platforms as well. Let's see. Yep, you guessed it. It is the theme for Stage 5 in Turtles in Time. Rock you like a dinosaur. Looks about right. Before I forget, I did forget to put a hang bar at the end of the level. That's kind of important. Then, here. It's crazy to think there's this much level to navigate now. And yeah, I'm still having issues with them. I was not able to fix them the last time I looked at it. I just had to revert to the old objects because I messed it up that bad. Turns out hang bar gimmicks are a little bit more tricky to work with. Anybody remember those V8 commercials, like bop somebody on the head? You'd be like, should have got a V8. Like, in my case, I should have made inert ball states like an FP2. That would have been great for gimmicks like this. Just have some gems to collect. Coming over here. Yeah, that's another thing I do need to work on. That is an honest issue. Now at least I can use the volume slider to control that. Let's put a shield down there for fun. Well, that's the thing, I don't really have any tiles that will make that work, so... Something I didn't account for when making these slopes. I wish I had. Because, yeah, like, making terrain with the dirt slopes would have been a lot easier if, like, they were not double-sided, you know, just dirt on the flat bottoms, like you would normally expect. I thought I would need the flexibility of those double-sided tiles, but I guess not. Also, whoops, fix that one here. Yeah, I've done that before, but there's still issues where the tiles will like poke out from the other side. So it creates issues where you have like layers upon layers of dirt tiles trying to not poke out the other side of the grass, and it looks horrendous. I've tried it before. That's a big mistake on my part. So we just have to live with video game anti-gravity dirt. Just until I could make variant tiles with flat bottoms. Even then I don't know how to do that in a way that would tile nicely in people's arrangements. Like, slope tiles that tile well with the rest of the terrain can be a little difficult, in my experience. Oh, whoops. I had plenty of sleep today. Why did I almost doze off? I don't think I know exactly which part of that level you're pointing to. Sadly, it's been too long since I played Freedom Planet 1. Been so busy building my own sequel to it. uh, Oh, I think like Jade Creek had a section like that as well, and I don't know how many pedal shields I've even put down in this particular stage, so I don't know who'd get the benefit from that. Okay, that's well, I missed that example thing. Yeah, it's probably not an Aqua Tunnel thing. Because I definitely remembered that part of Jade Creek had again. I thought it was a really clever thing. Maybe people could forgive this not being a water shield if it lets them grab a couple of these. We'll try it. Yeah, I can't do that very much or it wouldn't be special, but I can at least do a little bit here and there. I need to see when the player would naturally end. Oh, whoops. Hmm. Hmm. Yeah, people do notice when you get clever, I think, sometimes. And how the stage is going well, I think how enjoyable it is to play will be something for the community to determine. But, but map 3 is almost done. Just adding crystal gems to the layout. Then we can work on the final part of the stage. Oh yeah, we're playing some music in the background. This isn't like the stage's natural theme. But... oh wait, Mr. Ed, sorry. Mm. 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 Hmm. 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 Oopsie. Some gems here. Hmm. 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 Yeah, same. This album has such a great variety to it, I think. Oh yeah, I loved her one time. I've got a legit card of it, and like it can be a little bit hard sometimes, but I'd say it's one of the best of classic turtle games. Like, because it does so much to keep the whole experience interesting as it goes, I think. Like, the Hyperstone Heist was pretty fun, and the music was just fantastic. Like, some of the best music you'll hear on the Genesis, but it gets a little bit boring by the late game because like there's not enough gimmicks or anything to keep it interesting. Whereas the Super Nintendo game just goes above and beyond to fix that. Like sometimes you may not even know what to expect with that. Like with stages, there's even like a 3D racing section, just because they can. Oh, I agree. You know, that's one little thing like Freedom Planet 1 liked to do, was like put gems and crystals inside of trees. I always thought it was cute. Why don't we just invoke that a little bit here? Just little, because these enemies have an easy time picking these gems up. All the resources to make money, it grows on trees. At the very least. Weird thing people forget about, you know, paper manufacturing. You know, where does that come from? Yeah, I do have like Shredder's Revenge on the Switch. I just haven't played it much yet. But the very first level did impress me, honestly. Like, I did hear some complaints that the final boss in that game was kind of mid, but like, I'll take that over like an offensively bad boss, so it's, as long as the overall experience is fine, so I do hope that when I do get around to playing it, it'll be a good time. That should be good. Just place these in like groups. See how collecting them feels. Yes. That's good. And this is also a good opportunity to have gems being collected. Sippy time. Yeah. And I'm just drinking some coffee. I don't know why I'm lethargic today. Maybe I should have like had more protein with my meal. There's a lot of things that can affect our lucidity, even with good sleep. I try not to place too many gems on sections like this because you can end up collecting too many. But it keeps the journey a little more interesting because you're like collecting things you can later use to spend on crystals and things like that, on potions and whatnot. So you're holding right and collecting goodies. So people complain less when you've got goodies on offer. Okay, no gems for that path. Just because the enemy will be collecting it. Yeah, I could put a gold gem here. That'll be good. Like, that'll lead people astray. I do like encouraging people to go pick up things. So. I do need to make the sprite for the gold gems different at some point. That way they stand out more. It's very important that colorblind players don't have to like squint just to figure out what that is. Like, because I didn't even change the luminosity for a lot of these things. Like, it's just a different color. So you'd be hard pressed to tell that it was a different kind of gem if you have a color deficiency. Yeah, that would be fun, honestly. I do. One of the reasons I want to get Shredder's Revenge on PC at some point is to also enjoy it with friends. I think the Switch version does have crossplay. Although, yeah, I need to look into that. That would be pretty fun. Well, if you want to do that with Theo, that'd be nice. Because I do feel creatively empty in regards to like creating a new gym, as well as animating them. I'll put these here to discourage the player from running into this. Well, Leaf is very good at making shinies. I've commissioned him to work on pickups for the next game project after Shangri Attack, and I forgot that clip, that talking. I guess we're close to the end of the album. But they really go for the cheese with that one. That's amazing. But yeah, I did have Leaf design some. No, like we kind of designed the shinies together, and then he animated them, and they're very good. Well, it's no wonder the cat's boneless. It ate a bunch of rocks.
Green sea turtles are listed as a threatened species. So we are.
I think now we're moving the album. Oh yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, that's it. So.
Oh, huge cat.
The This is April O'Neil with Channel 6 News. We're here at what should be the site of the Statue of Liberty, but moments ago,
well, I guess that
minions
means
of the
you
Shredder
feel like you're done with your
appeared,
character.
and quickly
Pretty
vanished along with the entire statue. Police have cordoned off the area and they are waiting.
Because if you are, I could import that to the game today. I was just kind of waiting to see if you felt like you were done with it. But thanks to the fact that the character is on a sheet, that I've got a sheet-based NPC system, like that's helping a lot in terms of making it easy to update sprite sheets. Yeah, that should do it. There's also one thing I realized with pickups and platformers is I think I added too many to the fan game project. Because while it is kind of nice having 4 different pickups, it's easy to take the simplicity of pickups are granted in other games. Like, you know, you go to Sonic, you know, you just have rings and ring monitors. That's and all the different variations that come with the ring monitors. Like, a lot of the extra pickup complexity comes in through that form, so that you have like one consistent style of pickup throughout the game, just rings, which is pretty nice. Then with Freedom Planet, you just have 2 types of pickups. You just have petals and gems. It's very simple. But like, I made it a little too complicated with gold gems and petal shards, so like, definitely need to redesign the petal shards at some point, and a new design for the boost gem will also be good. And, but at least the purple gems is like limited to a purple crystal flower, so it's not like an extra pickup you have to think about. It's just like, oh, if I bust this one open, I get more value. Keeping it simple. So that's something I'll keep in mind for my future project, like not go beyond like having a shiny and a health pickup, just one type of shiny. Penny from Penny's Big Breakaway, like they also had a pretty simple pickup system. It was just like you have those funny coins that you pick up, and then popsicles that heal you. I thought that was really cute. At least I think it's a popsicle. Pretty sure it's called something else. Could be an ice cream bar, but it's a really nice detail. It also made it look really delicious. Just gotta say. Yeah, we definitely need different shapes for people with color deficiencies. And there aren't too many people with like full-on color blindness. Most people are just like missing certain colors, or certain color ranges anyway. So like everything you see right now probably looks mostly yellow to somebody, for instance. And that's something that games like Borderlands 2 has options for. Like, it changes the colors for certain collectibles so that people with color deficiencies can still figure out what they're picking up. Which I think is a pretty nice detail. But making things like a different shape altogether is still the best route to go because everybody benefits from that. There's more visual variety for people with, normal functioning eyes, and color deficient players won't have any issues distinguishing things from each other. I can't imagine how terrible it must be to play Mario Kart with a color deficiency, because you don't know whether you got a green or red shell. There's still no visual difference between the two besides color. Yeah, I think... Yep, okay, so we can do that. Easy to forget how fast we're going here. Yep, that's still the most universal fix, just making things look completely different instead of just different colors. I imagine, Super Mario Bros. 2, the lost levels would just be unplayable to people with color deficiencies, because even people with normal eyes still can't tell the difference between a regular mushroom and a poison mushroom. The difference is very subtle, and it's very purposeful too. Perish the thought. Just do not want. Oh, that's right. Don't need any gems there because we already have a row here to imply that, hey, you could boost into this, go on the fast path. See if this works. Mostly does. Encourage people to get on this thing. just in case people have trouble seeing the springs. Place these here. There we go. And for Carol players, little trail gems I can get. Yeah, that looks more consistent. Oh, that's right. For people who are coming in from the other path, they might be a little confused. So, because some people might like exit this way and go down this path and wonder why they're lost. So. Could put a one-way pusher there. Gotta be careful with those, but be one way to keep people from doing anything too crazy. Now, there we go. Okay, now that's weird. Didn't spawn it? Okay, we got a little problem here. Because we're spawning them before. Specifically can't place the right one-way pushers. I'm going to restart the editor and see if that'll fix it. Because this thing does have a lot of little gremlins that build up over time, and I haven't quite found all of them yet. Let's see if we can place the advanced pusher. Oh, okay, that's a bug. I'm going to have to fix that. So to fix that, I'm going to exit this for a second. Let's make another copy of the map. So we have the old copy. Let's go to the editor scripts. So we'll look at this real quick. Placement. I feel like this issue might just be lurking around here. Instant. Okay, pusher. Yep, there is not a yeah, it was not part of the spawner script. That is so silly. Dear Lord, how did I forget that? So up, down, left, right. Okay, and if it doesn't give me a syntax error on start, then it means, yeah, we had a genuine bug. We couldn't place these things for some reason. I've been so busy with the editor that I haven't needed to do a unique compile all day, so now it's just recompiling the game now that I've changed something for the first time since booting the computer. Yeah, seeing the editor where it is now compared with what's before it, I could see it feeling like upgrading to a new version of Minecraft after not playing it for a while. Because, like, I play Minecraft rather sporadically. I do still like it, but sometimes when I update, I'm like, whoa, what's all this new stuff about? I didn't know there were turtles in the game. When did this happen? You know? It's pretty neat. I'm not in the camp that every update is a bad thing. It's just, I guess people who probably sank 20,000 hours into the game just are bored of the combat and want something deeper, and no singular updates every game was giving them that. And some people have been playing modded for so long that they can't go back to vanilla combat, you know, it's just, it's kind of interesting. Oh boy, my temps really went up doing that. But I am compiling texture pages, and that, yeah, and that's putting stress on AMD chip, because like the APU, because it's an APU, like it's, which means there's a processor and a graphics chip integrated on the same die. There we go. Now we should be able to place the one-way spawner. I hate using those for anything but boss arenas, but sometimes, like, you really don't want people to trap themselves or go too far astray. Generally, I prefer to like allow people to explore as much as they want, so putting down like one-way pushers everywhere is just kind of mean. I think we could all agree that in this particular case that probably wouldn't be a bad idea. Right, so... Ooh, okay, I'm going to need to put it a little further in. Okay, now it's behaving like a wall. And it does have some consistent logic to it, just some, because, like, you know, once you enter the new camera boundary region, it's like, oh, no, can't go past it. Let's be sure the camera lock's behaving still. Oh wait, there is a slight problem though, because from the 50% camera, like, it's kind of obvious that something has happened. Yeah, it's basically what these are, just like manual, manual one-way pushers, which are very common in video games now. Even FP2 has them. A lot of games do, really. Yeah, well, that's the thing that the games have now. I mean, that this game has now. But, have to use something else to keep people from just slinking in. So what I could do instead, and have a door. The switch, because like when you're going sufficiently fast enough, this usually works. In my experience. Let's see if it does. Yep, and can't go back. see how this works from this point of the setup. Ah no, if you're going in too fast with the approach, then so what's a good halfway point? Okay, that works. Does it work in this direction? Not so much. Now, I think a better thing to do might just be to imply what direction you should be going in. Sometimes that's like the better thing to do. It's like, oh hey, you should probably keep going this direction. Sorry. Oh. Yeah, I probably could have faster doors, but I think a higher priority would be like a door type that works in reverse of what we just saw. Or like you have to push a switch down for it to go back down. Maybe. Or a door that, yeah, better yet, a door that just simply reacts to the switch being triggered at all. I think that would make the most sense. It's like if you just simply tap the switch, the door will open and just stay open, rather than being weight-based. So, oh, here we go. Put one of these in front. That way when players encounter the path, they're like, okay, maybe I should just keep going this way. I just wonder. If the boundaries for 50% would. No. Still doesn't quite work. I'll just keep it where it is. Well, that might also be useful. I don't have the abstract thinking power to make a stage editor that is like Turing complete or anything, but surely there's like I could get more mileage out of different types of doors. I just need like a way to represent them. Oh, here's a better idea. Instead of like having a useless enemy there, we can introduce the player to this gimmick that map 4 will be using. Like, this cube generator is going to be part of it. It's kind of bootleg looking. Let's fix that. Singular ring. Yeah, that's much better. Yeah, it's kind of like a giant cube toaster in a way. I don't know why it would make me think of Portal 2 in that case. Yeah, we could use more scenery tiles while we're here. Not just gems. Another function of scenery tiles is to help orient the player as they're like jumping through a big expanse, for instance. Gives them some way to orient themselves, or at least have a sense of relation to the space that they're moving through. You can't overdo it with scenery, of course, but it does have a good purpose. So, let's move these down a bit. I think it would serve us better to have this locked down. Other pieces of scenery could I add here? I don't think I put the tent down enough. I think I've only used it once in this whole map. We could fix that, I think. No, it's too close. Well, not really that many opportunities to use it. I guess we could. Like, I was mostly like trying to be considerate with like Japanese culture first, but you could probably like have a different type of flag that's not quite like this one. Just and then give it like some fun colors that will surely make people mad at me. You know, just as long as I'm not transposing that onto a pre-existing culture that's not mine. Like, I think, you know, like, even like transpositive Japanese people would probably prefer like a different type of flag, or at least it should be up to them to like take an exact traditional flag and paint it pink and blue, you know, just should be up to them. So we could make like a different flag to color like that. I was trying to think of where that would even go. I guess probably somewhere in the city tile set. That'd be a weird thing to add to the changelog. Yeah, it's the only thing we did to the city stage, but to Dragon Road we added a couple of trans flags here and there. Sorry. Oh yeah, that's right. We need to like finish our gems pass. Which unfortunately still involves the grid. Oh yeah, it definitely makes sense to have them in the hub too. I would just try to be a little subtle about it. That way, people can't complain too much. Because I feel like even trans-positive people would not appreciate like the flags being shoved literally everywhere. Just, you know, here and there. Something you have to look for. And when you see it, it's like, oh, that's pretty neat. You know. Oh yeah, I could put this down to keep people from easily falling down. There we go. Much better. They have a thing they can hit, and then an opportunity to notice that there is a pattern of gems to collect. So that should be good. I wonder what NPCs would even have a flag like that. It'd probably have to be like the more adult characters, because I feel like, you know, somebody about as young as Alistair probably wouldn't even be introduced to the concept of transgender people at the very least. He'd probably at least be old enough to understand like what the bi or non-binary flag is, you know. And yeah, now that you mentioned it, it would have looked pretty funny in like a temple setting. Like there's a time and place for everything, I think. Now we could still have an enemy down here. Maybe not that one though, he would be a little too mean. Yeah. Just enough pressure, like a mostly harmless enemy. And you can have a little flamethrower here. Or fire spitter, rather. There we go. Could also have like some scenery tiles. Just trying to think of what. I wonder if this would even make sense. It's a total shell shock. Oh yeah, that's right. Charlena did, and y'all did pretty good sprites for Bella. And she could definitely have the flag. Just trying to figure out how to decorate this little area. Oh, in fact, like this. I see y'all especially like the rap. Yeah, I'm not sure if you like the lyrics as much. There's a little bit of swearing in there. They are very representative of the turtles are. Oh. Yeah, we'll have this like a transition into the cave system. Try not to go too crazy with these things. Leave that. Have some rocks. Rubble. Gotta have a rubble pile. That's something I need to make more use of, is the invincibility crystal. I keep forgetting I even have that. And it's always awkward finding like a place in a map where it is properly useful. And you'll probably notice in a lot of platformers they just kind of put the invincibility things down when they remember they even have them in their toolkit. Like, they're not often placed in ways that would be advantageous. At least in my experience. Mario games have been pretty good about that, but not everybody. Because, you know, it does take time to find a good use for a lot of these things. There we go. I've got to transition into the next area. We're going deep. What other ways could I imply it? Oh, yeah, we also have one last waterfall going through here. That should also be neat. That way the transition's more clear. No, wait, that makes the gym path a little bit harder to read, especially with the waterfall in place. So. give it a try. Now with the background variant I'm going to make, like, it should be even more readable because it'll be darker than this one. Also, I just realized this is kind of mean, so I'm going to fix that. There we go. Our little friend where we can see him instead of him like going off camera, coming back with a fully charged shot. So that's kind of neat. So. Yeah, this theme is pretty good. Oh, more trail gems. Because this thing sends you flying so hard, you can't miss these gems. There we go. What other thing? Well, I mean, it can turn around like a tank does. Like, you know, like reversing the direction of one tread while maintaining the same direction, the different direction of another. That's how I assume it's turning around. We got dancing gremlins and bats. Oh yeah, we need more checkpoints, and then we could consider this side of the map finished. There we go. Checkpoint. Checkpoint. And another one here for good measure. Okay, that's the point where I can put a checkpoint that's safe. Yeah, I could just put a rock shield up here for fun. But at least leave some hints of it. Yeah, that's what I specifically avoided, because, like, this entire path right here is not safe for a checkpoint at all. So it has to wait until you get to the end of the stunt to just put a checkpoint. Because at any checkpoint you create, there cannot be any enemies nearby, can't be any gimmicks that could push you left or right into danger, you know, etc., etc. So, we already have this shield here. Okay, now we're at the point where I'd want to test this, so let's make another backup and give it a test run. Then we can worry about, like, optimizing it and whatnot. Let's see now. Oh, I went to the editor instead of play mode. So. Thought we just listened to the music for the stage this time. So, this. That's like, you know. Oops. There's the bugs I gotta fix. As you can see, I failed to clip onto it. Oh, I got the beads. That will give somebody a heart attack. Also, I forgot to put hang guard there. I went a little too hard with the boss. I know, one thing I forgot. A camera zoom out trigger for the alternate entrance we have. We do need that now. Let's get our music back up. Then like that alt path really needs the camera trigger, so I'll put 300% one here. That way the zoom out effect isn't triggering too quickly. I see all love for turtle music. Overclock Remix did wonders with this album. Okay, now I think we're ready to integrate this file with the... Okay, yeah. Okay, just DMs from one person. That's good by me. So I don't have like 30 different people being like, I'm gonna call you out on twitter.com. That's cool. Oh yeah, that's right, we're going to copy this map file. It's gonna hold a little desk fan over the laptop while I do this. So, where's the map? Here we go. Yeah, we'll probably, like, after the stream optimize the tile usage so it's not as clunky. So just copy, paste. Oh, that's right. We already have a half-finished map for you right here, so let's put it over here. And go to GameMaker and copy the file to the project. So, right. Change attack. Maps. Right, Taishan. I get lost trying to find it. Oh, I'm in the wrong folder, that's why. Okay, got that part of the package now. So now let's go work on map 4. With Leaf's Taishan Cave's background. Oh, that's okay, friend. I misclick on the browser all the time myself. Okay, and as per usual with Freedom Planet levels, we start from the top and go down to the bottom. It's just the exciting thing to do. Ooh, that's loud. Yeah. Adjust Shane Architect. Steal all the banana crates. Oh lord. Banana, as they say. Just a little wiggle room on top. I kind of want like a grand feeling for the start, so we'll get over here. Let's kind of have some pillars over here. Now this is where I would want to program like a mini cutscene within the stage, like no dialogue or anything, you just see a thing happening. It's where Carrie's dad would just be doing his job, you know, he's in like in a giant forklift or something, moving things around, and he waves to the kids, and then the big scary dragon comes in and scares him off of it. He does like a little funny cartoon running animation away from the scene, while the dragon just destroys his operating equipment. And then you have to go chase the dragon through the stage. It's a big scary thing. I think the chasing version of this dragon should be like an all black silhouette, and it shakes the camera and you hear the dragon roar in the distance. That would be pretty fun, I think. And we could even use the tiny static preview of the Stone Guardian for that too. So it could be like this distant thing you see that's very nicely optimal. A little distant, fully black silhouette of it just zipping across the screen. Super Metroid style, just rawr. So we'll need I see Leaf really likes this music. I don't know how annoying that would be for some people, but it would be cool for it to happen for at least the first time you encounter it. That way it's like anytime you get a close encounter with him, it's like, ooh, the background goes all dark. Okay, this ought to be big enough for that intro sequence. Wouldn't last long. It'd just be enough to scare a player, because, you know, they wouldn't be expecting that, I guess. Then we can have some slopes. Forklifts are about it. Oh lord. Yeah, I can tell playing music while streaming is not just, you know, keeping it more inspired for me, but y'all are picking up on the vibes too. Got some ideas. Let's get some big donuts going. Oh, hoverboards, the technology I still lament isn't real. Now, I have like featured water fairly predominantly throughout the stage, but we could have like a proper water section. We already did that with Toxic Tunnels, but that was with like dirty sewer water. could have like a nice pure water experience here. That way the player's just doing donuts directly over the surface of the water. That ought to be fun. You can place that adjuster anywhere. I'm just silly. Like having a lot of my oh, hello. It's good to see you pop in. Now, unfortunately, we'll probably end the stream around 6 o'clock like usual, but we'll continue it on Discord, so you may prefer that anyway, because you get a chance to talk. Like, yeah, pretty much that's my routine. I do the first 2 to 3 hours of my stream on Twitch to reach out beyond the general Freedom Planet fan base and communities. And then I continue it on the Shamu Architect Discord. So that people can interact with me more directly. And that ends whenever I fall asleep. So you get quite a window of time to talk with me directly. Like, it's not Patreon exclusive, it's just a goodwill thing I do to everyone because, like, I'm Patreon funded. Just something everyone gets to enjoy because of our donors. Oh yeah, that's right, I was looking for scenery pieces. There we go. There we go. Enough distance between the tiles. Make sure they all work. Maybe people who played the Sonic Game Gear games will be instinctively pushing down on their controller through this little section. Then you can have this behind all that. Okay, that's an issue. Oh, I'm glad you are, friend. Oh, yeah, that's not very readable. We're gonna have to do the darkened tile thing again. I have one regret with those particular scenery tiles. Yeah, here we go. That's okay, friend. It's good to be excited about things in life. You should see me when I'm playing a brand new video game, Leaf. I'm just... my emotions are all over the place like a dog. Just grunting out of frustration with certain things and making funny, happy noises in other contexts. Hopefully that looks good. Most importantly, that see this tile. Have a certain grandness to it in terms of scale. Oh, that means save the stage. So, oh, the Olympics. Now we're going to need a ceiling. All this. We're following a standard size. Oh, I didn't realize that could look like the Olympics. That's pretty funny. Aww.
We're not through yet.
Just save yourself the trouble, Shredder.
That's right.
It's all over.
Yeah. You'll have to get through us first, pal.
Yeah.
A pleasure.
It's a super shredder. Come on, Leo.
Go for it.
Let's do it, eh?
I like that cheesy ninja yelling. I think the only turtle who would be pissed about that would be Michelangelo. Pretty sure Raphael would be like, you know, he can have that one. I'm good. I'll stick to my marshmallow cockroach pizza, he'd probably say. Something equally disgusting. Wait, that's right, I need those detailed. Oh yeah, that's right, we have hit our 3-hour mark, haven't we? See, we spent 3 hours just putting crystal gems all over a single map and polishing off some things I forgot. So yeah, I'll continue working on this on Discord. In the meantime, I hope that anybody watching the stream got some value from watching level being made and learning some of the rules of stage design for Freedom Planet along the way. In any case, if you enjoyed the stream, then let's do this again next week. I've got a schedule, and if you want to continue watching and even talking with me directly, you go to Shane Architect's NeoCities page, and there's a invite link to our Discord if you want to. It's okay if you just like the Twitch streams, because like I know it's annoying that there's a Discord for literally everything now. So if you just want to casually watch your Twitch streams to get little peeks into these things, you know, that's also valid. But if you're also Discordite and don't mind having like 60 servers and a folder stuffed somewhere like I do, you can also come chat with me directly. In the meantime, let's do this again next week. Thanks for coming.